He's lost 11 times to Pep Guardiola's teams, more than he's lost to any other manager in it. By Alderweireld, the flag up against Dele Alli. We're going to be seeing him making a lot of runs beyond Lucas Moura, I would have thought, particularly trying to get on the end of these balls from Toby Alderweireld.
Yeah, it's a lovely ball, well-timed run. He's onside. Kyle Walker steps up.
It's a lovely ball floated down the left-hand side by Fernandinho. Zinchenko did well to keep it in. He's on his side of throw. Riyad Mahrez to De Bruyne. Well, he had three players in the box, one of whom on the edge of the side. Walker. To the near post goes Aguero. Gets a second attempt. It's blocked by Davinson Sanchez. He went towards the near post, Aguero, then just halted. And it was well Aurier. And here's Sterling. Was he bundled over by Serge Aurier? Went to ground in the penalty area. Aurier. Raheem Sterling. It's a solid challenge on the edge of the penalty area. It's a foul to Tottenham. A yellow card, yes it is. For Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, this is a late challenge.
Into the back pass, and Lucas Moura may get there just ahead of Ederson, who was shielded by Fernandinho. It was awkward for a second for the Brazilian goalkeeper.
There was a moment where it didn't look like the ball was going to carry.
Winks a terrific run by Son. At the other end is Riyad Mahrez, twisting and turning, and Tanganga, who's growing into a favourite here already. Gundogan chips it across, looking for Aguero. Out comes Hugo Lloris. Assertively. It's the ball out wide to Riyad Mahrez. Lovely ball back into Sergio Aguero. Harry Winks is back defending, covering that run of Sergio Aguero.
Amazing awareness.
And away goes Aguero into the penalty area. Tries to cut inside of Davinson Sanchez. That's where all the defenders were for the season. Rodgers at the back post. A little bit of tugging on shirts. Off the round of 16 in the Champions League. Heavy challenge by Tanganga on Riyad Mahrez.
Yeah, he was committed to making the tackle, and Mahrez protected.
The footwork by Mahrez, and De Bruyne with the strike. De Bruyne. Mahrez wins the header. That was bizarre.
I thought I heard a whistle.
Yeah. Aguero into the area. Aguero off the post. It's a terrific save by the left foot of Hugo Lloris. It was a glorious through ball by Riyad Mahrez. Aguero must have thought he'd given City the lead.
They wait for those moments, Arlo, don't they, City, where the ball is given away or they can hunt.
Gundogan. Mahrez, the tricky twinkle-toed Algerian. You thought he might have let that go through to Moina. He loves these positions. The cut back towards Aguero. Falls here for Kyle Walker. Spots Gundogan on the far side of the penalty area. Mahrez thought about the shot with the left foot. It was an excellent challenge. He'll cross it. He'll sail on him. Out of time. Lovely first-time control. He's a little short of Lucas, but then he manages to evade Kyle Walker, who will get a yellow card for that. And it's a free kick in it. Maguire. Sprinting to the back post is Dele Alli, and it was a crucial flick by Kyle Walker. I thought for a split second that was just going over his head, and that would have left Dele out. The so will curl it around. Not particularly effective. By Sterling, still might be there for Aguero. Aurier with the challenge. Got them overturned, and it is a penalty. Now the protocol on that, decision penalty for the foul. Serge Aurier on Sergio Aguero. There was no breaking. Gundogan, saved by Lloris. Oh, it could be another penalty. Lloris on Raheem Sterling. Sterling prodded the ball past him, went to ground. Lloris and his teammates, well, that suggests they feel that Sterling has dived. It was a stunning save. He wasn't the best penalty in terms of power, but he got down smartly to his left-hand side, Hugo Lloris. And it's another one for VAR, pretend, as well.
Yeah. I'd like to talk about the football match more.
Free kick to Tottenham. By the way, City have missed down the line. Here's Heung-min Son again against Rodri. Coming out of room down there, the South Korean.
He's not been able to find a lot of space, is he?
Aguero on the back post. Here's Zinchenko again. Have a go, but always look to be underneath that one, and it sails harmlessly wide.
We're going to have to extend half-time, aren't we? Just to
Mahrez, and he finds Sterling. Sterling with the cross. It's a wonderful move, and Sergio Aguero has stabbed it wide to Raheem Sterling. They're still friends coming up at Premier League half-time. Ahmed Farid, Carl Martino and Robbie Mustoe have the first. Well, Pep Guardiola can see the funny side, I suppose. He had a little grin on his face as he sat down in the penalty by the challenge by Hugo Lloris. Then it could have been a yellow card for simulation for Sterling, which would have been his second, therefore sent off.
Players walk back onto the pitch between Raheem Sterling and Dele Alli after the nature of the challenge.
Lloris is out of his net and it's cleared off the line. Another chance, surely this time. Gundogan over the bar. Raheem Sterling decides. Flicks it to the left-hand side. It's Bergwijn who's there. Son may get another opportunity. He was challenged right on the edge of the penalty area. Loose control by De Bruyne. One of those trademark passes. It's Sanchez who got to it, but just sent a clearance high into the skies.
To his feet, he could have taken a touch and finished it.
Look at Kyle Walker. Motoring along. Inside a throw. De Bruyne will try again. He loves it from that angle. This time he couldn't quite bend it enough into the path. Into the near post. Rodri's there.
Slightly ahead of the ball. City maybe should have scored. Certainly got a shot away with the build-up. It was
path of Dele Alli, and the flag goes up. It was just played a touch too late. Dele could be in. Forced wide by the ball from Heung-min Son. De Bruyne slides it through. Chance here. It's just behind Gundogan. Mahrez had sprinted into that excellent position in the penalty area, but the cutback was behind the German Gundogan to find Gundogan on the edge of the penalty area, but it's Harry Winks will bring the ball clear. And now then, this could be a problem for Zinchenko, and he knows it. Second yellow. They're claiming it's shoulder to shoulder. But Alexander Zinchenko on his return to the side for Manchester. Walker falls here to Lucas, and the shot comes in. What a goal! What a debut moment! Steven Bergwijn! Tottenham have a new hero! A delightful goal! First-time control, and an arrowed volley into the bottom corner. Welcome to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Steven Bergwijn. Tottenham 1, 10-man. Manchester City 0. Walker. Well, that's going to be at least a yellow for Lo Celso. Yellow is brandished by Mike Dean, and they are adding up here, aren't they, these yellow cards? We've already seen a safety play on, as it is their right to do. Here's De Bruyne, what a ball! It would have been an open goal for Raheem Sterling, were it not for the intervention of Riyad Mahrez, and it may be that it's a cramp, but again, into the feet of Son, onside, 2-0! Heung-min Son sends the South Stand and the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium into rapture. He put City to the sword in the Champions League last season. He does it again in the Premier League this. 20 minutes remaining. Tottenham 2, Manchester City 0.
This is wonderful by Ndonch.
Graham, we get here, what, 4 hours, 5 hours before kick-off. The amount, about 2 hours before the game starts, the amount of South Korean fans in. De Bruyne drops here for Fernandinho.